Sit up nice and tall, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Slide the shoulder blades down the back, relax the shoulders away from the ears. As you breathe out, let everything from the day leave you. Any stresses, anything that's brought you anxiety today, just breathe it out in that nice long out breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. On the next in breath, we're just going to take our head slightly up to the ceiling and breathing out. Just take it down, tuck the chin. We're just going to do some very gentle mobilizations of the neck, breathing in to come up and out, tuck the chin. So work with your own breath, don't go in my timing. Just lift the gaze up to the ceiling, don't crank your head all the way back, and tuck the chin, breathing out. Breathing in, lift the gaze up to the ceiling, breathing out. Working with the breath, we're just going to start some spinal rotations. So on the in-breath, again, you're going to press your chest all the way to the front of the room. Keep the hands on the knees. Breathing out, really arch the spine towards the back of the room. Work with your own rhythm. Find the rhythm of the breath. Work with that. Breathing out as you go around. Really press the chest to the front of the room as you go past. Press the spine round to the back, really arching that back. Tuck the chin under as you go round. And then we're going to reverse the other way. So you're circling round the other way, taking the chest out over the legs. Really make the circle as big as you can. Shine the heart forwards. Press the spine to the back of the wall as you go through. Work with the breath. Find your rhythm. If you can find the rhythm in all of these moves, that will help you find the rhythm in everything else that you do. Then slowly come into a stop in the center. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, stretch the hands all the way up to the sky, spread the fingertips, lift up out of the hips. On the out breath, we're going to fold forward, straight over the legs. Rest the head and the shoulders down. Really relax the head as you fold forward into the floor, breathing out all of the stress of the day. Breathing in. On every out breath, see if you can relax further down into the floor. And relax it here. Relax the shoulders, relax the elbows. Just let everything hang. Slowly walk the hands up. And I'd like you to join me in a kneeling position tonight. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go this way. I'd like you to tuck the toes under and drop your weight back on the feet. So we're going to open out the feet here as well, okay? So with a nice long in-breath, we're going to take the hands all the way up to the sky. We're going to join the fingers together, link them together, press the palms up to the ceiling, drop the shoulder blades all the way down the back. Lift the gaze up to the hands really slightly, so you've got a very small back bend going on there. Nice long in-breaths, really stretch out the feet. If it's too much in the feet for you, you can uncurl the toes, that's absolutely fine. Breathe in deeply, and on the out breath, float the hands down. We're going to take them round to the back, link them together. We're going to press the shoulders together. Take the hands a little bit away from the base of your spine as well. So press them towards the back wall as far as you can, okay? Nice long in-breaths, open up the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the hands off the base of the spine. Breathing in. And on the next out breath, you're going to uncurl and join me in your tabletop position. Uncurl the feet. Oh, feet stretches, they're the worst. So you can press the top of the feet down into the floor. We're just going to take 3 rounds of cat-cow. So we're going to breathe in, shine the chest up. Breathing out, work with your breath, press the spine up to the ceiling, tuck the tailbone. Breathing in, arch the back, press the hips away. Breathing out, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, press the spine to the ceiling. Breathing in. Do one more for me and join me back in neutral spine. We're going to stay mostly low tonight as well. So we're going to do a lot of our poses on our knees. When you're ready, join me in neutral. We're going to take our right leg out to the back in a nice straight line. Flex the foot for me there. Then we're going to take our knee to chest. We're going to do our knee repeats here. So we're going to, 1, really arch the back when you pull that knee to chest. Stretch it out behind you. 2, really press the spine to the ceiling as you lift that knee up. On the third one, we're going to take it all the way through to a low lunge. We're staying on our knees tonight, guys. So just have a little look at your feet. Your feet and your knees should be in a nice straight line here. Also, your foot should be facing the same direction as your knee. Make sure you're all in order. Then we're going to lift up once. On a nice in-breath, we're going to come up. Really spread the fingers up. And on the out-breath, we're going to take a twist. So you're going to drop the hand all the way down behind. Breathing in. Breathing out. Nice long out-breaths here. Really press that shoulder to the opposite wall. On the next in-breath, we're going to come up through center. We're going to twist round the other way. So press up, find the length, open out to the other side. Take your gaze, if you can, all the way around to that back hand. Follow the gaze down that middle finger. Nice long in-breaths. Press your right leg away from you. Make sure it's still facing the front of the mat and it hasn't dropped in. Really open out the hips. On the next in-breath, take it up and through. Really press up, find the length. Then cartwheel the hands down to the floor. We're going to take another twist on the floor, guys, okay? So your right hand is going to go up to the sky. Follow the gaze round to the tips of that right finger. Hold it here. Nice long in-breaths. Nice long out-breaths. In through the nose and out through the nose. We're going to come into Kara's favorite stretch next. Keep it here. On the next out-breath, release the hand down to the floor. You're going to take both of your hands inside your leg, okay? So you're going to heel toe your right foot out to the side of the mat. Breathe in to prepare, then you're going to lower down, if you can, to your forearms. I can't, that's not available to me. Everyone's body's different. If you've got it in you, go for the forearms, guys. Breathing out, lower down as much as you can. Maybe you can get the forearms to the floor. Maybe that's not for you. Wherever you get to with this stretch is absolutely perfect. Really stretch out the hips. Breathing out. In through the nose and out through the nose. On every out breath, see if you can press your chest further to the floor. On the next in-breath, come up. Stay in your position there with the straight arms. We're going to heel toe our foot all the way across to the left-hand side of the mat. We're going down to pigeon. You're going to lower your knee down to the floor. Breathe in to prepare. Then you're going to take it all the way down to the floor. Maybe you're staying on forearms tonight. Or maybe you can walk it all the way down to the floor. Maybe you can rest your chest and your head down on the floor. Breathing out, lowering down to the floor, relaxing deeper into the ground. Hold it here. Nice long breaths, please, guys. In through the nose and out through the nose. Feel the earth support you, grounding down through the floor. We're going to walk the hands round to the right hand side here, staying low till you can feel a stretch down the left hand side of the body. staying low. Maybe you're on forearms, maybe you're on your chest. Depending on your level of flexibility, we're going to walk round through center, take it to the other side. Walk it round to the left till you can feel the stretch down the left-hand side of the body. Walk the hands back round through center. We're going to straighten our arms. And we're going to come up on our foot. So I want you to uncurl your toes on your left foot. We're going to go back, up. We are going to take it through and back to downward dog. Take it to down dog. Stretch the legs away from you. Press the pelvis up. Then we're going to lower it back down to your tabletop position. Bring the weight forward and through. Okay, we're just going to drop out in child's pose as well before we do the other side. So just walk your knees down to the edge of the mat. Walk the hands back towards you. Lower the sit bones down onto the feet and walk the hands out in front. Really stretch out the arms. Press the chest down to the floor. Relax the head down on the mat. With every out breath, feel yourself sinking deeper. See if you can walk the fingertips a couple more inches further forward. See if you can stretch out the shoulders a little bit more. Leaving your right hand where it is, I'd like you to look up. We're going to do a shoulder stretch here, so just look up. We're going to thread our left hand through under our right armpit and drop our left shoulder down to the floor. So for those of you who've just looked up now, this is your armpit. This arm is going through here. Then you're going to lower your shoulder to the floor. So the bottom half of you is still in child's pose. So you're lowering your weight onto that shoulder stretch. Send some breath into that shoulder. Then slowly in your own time, lift it back up. Replace the left hand. Press the chest to the floor. We're going to do the other side. So lift the gaze to the top of the mat. Your left hand is going to stay where it is. You're going to thread that right hand through under the left armpit. Then you're going to drop the right shoulder down to the floor. So you're stretching out that shoulder. We've got some lovely ways of stretching shoulders in yoga. Really lovely. Relax down to the floor. With every out breath, see if you can take that stretch deeper. And then slowly unwind. Take a minute back in child's pose. Press the chest down to the floor. You might be able to find you get a bit further this time. And then slowly join me in tabletop. We're going to do the other side. So we're going to take a couple of rounds again in cat-cow here. So we're going to breathe in, shine the chest up. And breathe out, tuck the tailbone and the chin, work with the breath. Find the rhythm. Breathing in, shine the heart up. Breathing out, press the spine away. One more, breathing in, mobilize the spine. Breathing out, tucking the tailbone under. We're going to come to our leg repeaters here. Join me in a neutral spine in tabletop. We're going to lift our left leg up this time. Flex the foot. Bring it through, knee to chest. As you do, press the back up to the ceiling. 1, stretch it out behind you. 2, really curl the tailbone under. And on the third one, we're going to take it all the way through to our low lunge. Okay. So just check your foot is in the right position, pointing forward, the same as your knee. They should be in parallel. We're going to take our arms all the way up, really spread the fingers up. Press the shoulder blades down the back, staying strong in that front leg. You should be able to lift your toes off the floor, guys, in that front foot, okay? Breathing in, we're going to twist on the out breath. You're going to take the twist round to the left-hand side. Try and drop the shoulders. Whose shoulders are up round their ears? I don't need to look to know that some of you are. And see if you can take that twist all the way around with the head. Follow the gaze round to the left hand. Hold it here. Have a little check that your knee hasn't dropped out to the side. We're going to breathe in to come up. Arms come all the way back up to center. Find the length, pull up out of the spine. Breathing out, we're going to take the twist round to the other side. So really press the left leg towards the back wall. Make sure you haven't dipped in. It hasn't come round in your twist. Open it back up. If you like, follow the twist round with the head, with the gaze to the tips of the right hand fingers. Breathing in, feeling strong in that front leg. Breathing in, circle that arm up. Really reach towards the sky. Then we're going to cartwheel it all the way back down to the floor. Here we go with our leg stretches. So, we've got a twist first. We're now twist. We've got a twisted lunge. We're going to do the other side. So your left arm is going to come off the floor first. Looking tall at those left hand fingertips. Make sure your front knee as well is facing forward. It hasn't opened out to the side. If it has, tweak it back in. Staying strong. Press down through the hands. Again, you should be able to lift your middle finger on the right hand. So the weight is in the palm. And on the out breath, we're going to take the arm back down and replace it on the floor. So bring that left arm inside your foot. We're going to heel toe the left foot out to the edge of the mat. And then if it's available to you, you're going to drop your forearms or your chest down to the floor. If it's not available to you, you can stay upright with me. Take it as far as you can. Everyone's different. Find your edge. Breathing in, breathing out. On the out breath, see if you can take it a little bit further. See if you can press the chest a little bit further to the floor. Every time you breathe out, relax further down into the floor. And when you're ready, slowly walk the hands up. And walk the foot back in. Again, we're going all the way across to the other side of the mat, down to pigeon. Take it all the way across to the right-hand side. Lower down onto that front leg. And then we're going to lower down to the floor. Here we go. You might have your forearms on the floor, or you might be able to get your chest down to the floor. Maybe you want to make a little, stack your fists, make a little cushion for your forehead. That's sometimes about the right height. And fold down to the floor over that front leg. Send some breath down to the hips. And we're going to walk the hands, we're staying low, walk the hands round to the left-hand side of the body till you can feel a stretch down that right-hand side. Breathing out, relax it further down to the floor. And then coming back round through center. We're going to take it all the way around to the right-hand side till you've got that stretch down the left-hand side of the body, staying down close to the floor. Again, you might want to make like a little fist cushion here for your forehead. That's sometimes the right height. Rest the head down on the floor. Then we're going to slowly walk the hands back through center. Then coming up. So like we did before, we are going to uncurl the toes on the back foot. We're going to come back through downward dog, three-legged dog. Leg goes in the air, sweep it all the way up. Press the legs out. And then drop back, downward facing dog. So we're going to take a wide leg down dog as well here. So just walk the feet to the edge of the mat. We're going to press the chest down to the floor, stretch out the back of the legs. Lift that gaze so you're looking forward at the front of the mat. You'll take a little shoulder stretch here as well. Really press the hips to the back of the room. Press the shoulders down into the floor. And then heel toe the feet back to downward facing dog. Walk the legs out here. We're going to bend the knees, coming back down to the floor. Cross the heels over together at the back. And then we're going to take our legs all the way through. So I think everyone's done this. I think, looking round, we're going to have a bit of happy baby tonight on the floor. So you might need to scoot your bum a little bit further down the mat, make some space. Lying back down on the floor. Tuck your shoulder blades under. We're going to, John, I don't think you've done this before. This could be amusing. So we're going to lift our legs up in the air in a kind of a tabletop position. We're going to reach our hands through the middle, taking hold of the outside of your feet, of your heels. And we're just going to rock back and forth, first of all, massaging that spine. Have a little rock. Not the most ladylike of positions, but there we go. Your spine will love you for it. Have a little rock. Use the momentum. Really massage the back, the muscles that support the spine. And when you're ready, find the stillness. And we're just going to apply some light pressure to the soles of the feet, drawing the knees up towards the armpits. See if you can get a bit of a stretch going on there. Really stretch out the legs. See if you can get the flats of your hands on the flats of your foot. Really squeeze the knees into the armpits. What a lovely stretch. I love this stretch. Keep breathing. Hold it here, guys. Little bit of light pressure. Breathing in. When you're ready, we're going to relax the feet down to the floor. Just relax it all the way down. I'd like you to keep your chest off the floor here. Just have a little look at your toes. Put your hands flat on the floor. We're going to do a little bit of ab work to finish off. So keep the shoulders off the floor. Keep looking at your toes. We're going to take both feet off the floor. We're going to take our right leg up in the air. Breathe. So we're going to swap our legs over with the breath, okay? So breathing in, swap. Breathing out, swap. So keep your chest up, keep your legs as straight as you can. A little micro bend in the knee is fine. Work with the breath, swap them over. Breathing in, breathing out. Work with the breath. Hands are flat on the floor. Breathing in, breathing out. If this is too strong, you can drop out if you like and join back in when you can. We're going to do 5 more. 1. I shouldn't count because it's your breath. Do 5 more, 4 more. And then relax down into the floor. When you're done, slowly relaxing down into the floor. Release that head down into the floor. Into your final resting pose, relax the feet out to the side of the mat, turn the palms over, relax them out to the side of you. You might like to close your eyes. Breathing out. Every time you breathe out, I'd like you to imagine relaxing further down into the floor. Feel it support the weight of your body. Feel it support you all through the day. The ground, believe it or not, is always there for you. I don't know if you've heard people talk of grounding techniques, referring to anxiety and panic attacks, especially. Use a grounding technique. This is what they're talking about. When you breathe out, relax further into the floor. Feel the ground support you on the back of your feet, on the back of your calves. Feel it there at the base of the spine, the back of the hands, the elbows, the shoulder blades, the back of the head. Relax further down into the floor. Nice long breaths. Find the natural rhythm of the breath. The more we pay attention to it, the more we can slow it down. If you're slowing down your breath, you're slowing down your mind. How many of us need that right now? And if you do find that your mind is racing ahead with something, this is a really good technique. Just return to the breath, slow the breath, and you will slow your mind. Very helpful in lots of situations. In through the nose and out through the nose. What can you hear? Is anything interesting going on outside? Birds? People shouting? Dogs barking? What's going on? Pay attention to the senses. We've got so many distractions everywhere, electronic distractions as well. Just enjoy this time that you've taken for yourself this evening, half an hour just for you. To leave everything else behind. You're just here for you tonight. This half an hour for you to be in your body, in your skin, working through your flexibility, your muscle strength, just for you. And feel proud that you've taken that time for yourself, because sometimes it's a very difficult thing to do without feeling guilty, taking time for yourself. You're entitled to time for yourself. Very slowly, I'd like you to bring the feeling back to your body, back to the toes, back to the hands. Give them a little wriggle. Feel the skin, rub your hands. Feel the sensation there. And in your own time, I'd like you to join me back in your comfortable seated position. Readjust the muscles underneath the sit bones. And just come back to your comfortable position. Rest the hands on top of the knees. Roll the shoulders back. On the next in-breath, we're going to take the arms out to the sides. Really stretch the fingers out nice and wide. Reach up all the way up. Reach together. Reach right up into the sky. Press the shoulder blades down. Bring your hands together through heart center, collecting all the energy of the practice that we've done this evening, and take it with you throughout the rest of the day and for however long you need it. Thank you very much for practicing with me tonight, everyone. It's been lovely. It was exactly what I needed today. I don't know if it was exactly what you needed, but well done for taking the time for yourself, like I said. So I'd love to see you all again tomorrow. That would be lovely, and also over the weekend. But until then, have a lovely time, and I'll see you again.